I've been seeing this hashtag Summer in Suffield everywhere. So I want to know what that is all about. I'm here today with Peter Leclerc, Director of Community Services at Suffield. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So you guys are doing some awesome things. So tell me all about what you're doing for our community this summer.
Summer is so packed full of fun stuff from kids to adults and different community events. And we have one spot we want to highlight and put everything underneath. And it's a hashtag Summer in Suffield.
Summer in Suffield.
So
I like
you can put all your stuff on there.
Yeah.
You tag at Suffield Rec and then put in hashtag Summer at Suffield. And that way people can go back and look at videos and pictures of all the cool stuff that's happening all the way from June to the end of August.
And you just wrapped up the summer fair, right?
The summer fair was great. It was a 3-day fair. Weather wasn't the best this year, but Saturday night it was hopping. Lines everywhere. Rides were great. The fireworks are always amazing. The people that are involved with that do a great job.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You get some great sponsors and it's a nice event.
One of which, Stephanie Slandon.
Oh.
Hey! So actually, we couldn't do a lot of things in this town without the great community support we get. Sponsors are a key.
Yeah.
Everybody has great ideas, but in the end, it comes down to some funding.
Yep.
And we don't have our hand out empty-handed. We invest our money as well, and we have great community partners that step up.
That's
and
awesome.
You're one of those.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to be a part of it. So thank you. And then after you wrap up, I know that's crazy for you. And it's also like right at the end of the school year, a lot happening in town. And then you step right into July. You have a lot happening in July.
For community events, we have things happening all the time, and we're going to have Donna come in a little bit and talk about all the things we have happening in the month of June, July, and August. But for July, we have some nice outdoor events. We have Movies on the Green, sponsored by the Stephanie Salerno Team. And again, those are right on the green. They're on Saturday nights. We have the lineup here. July 13th is Barbie, and then the next Saturday is Jurassic Park, Elf, and then
which is Christmas in July.
Christmas almost, and then we wrap it up on August 3rd with Dirty Dancing.
And we saw some really great response. This is your third year or fourth year? Fourth year.
It's the fourth year doing it. And we've done some things on the green and also out at Babs. So we're not doing a movie out at Babs this year. We showed Jaws out there. We tried to do some water themes. Creature from the Black Lagoon a couple years ago, the 50s sci-fi. It was fun. It was so corny. It was funny. But we had a lot of fans out there for that. Jaws was definitely a hit. So we're going to take a break from going out to Babs. And everything's going to be on the green this year. We can't start them until dusk, which is about 8:30, quarter of 9, and they're free, and you go out there with your family. It's a lot of fun. So they're great memories. We have different crowds because we have different movies.
Yeah. Right. I feel like each movie brings in a different group, right?
100%.
Children movies, family movies.
Yeah, it's good. So some blockbusters. All of these are blockbuster movies. And of course, Barbie's a new release. And I haven't seen it yet, so I'm looking forward to the 13th.
I know. I'm excited about that one. I'm also excited about Dirty Dancing, so that's like my movie.
We showed Dirty Dancing about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was probably the biggest crowd we had.
I bet.
So we wanted to bring it back.
Yeah.
We've got a great staff. It's a giant inflatable movie screen that we put right on the green. I've seen people go out to the surrounding restaurants and or cafes, and they get drink and food, and they come to bring the blankets out there, and they make a night of it.
We did charcuterie on the lawn last year.
Yes.
Who doesn't love a good charcuterie? Yeah. No, it's a great crowd. It's a great opportunity, and it's a good lineup this year. I love it.
I think it's a lot of fun, and of course, it's not as easy, and that's never as easy as just showing up and doing an event. Behind the scenes, there's licensing that we have to pay for the movies, and that comes into play with the sponsorship.
Right.
So awesome. I really appreciate
of
doing that. I wouldn't be able to bring you.
No, our pleasure. It's awesome to be there.
That's a family night on Saturday nights, but then Wednesdays, starts the 10th.
Yeah.
And so we'll go every Wednesday in July. These are all weather dependent, of course, and we'll reschedule if you have to.
Yeah.
We have concerts on the green, and those are from 6 to 8, and we've got a great lineup. Chalk Dust on the 10th. The 1220 band on the 17th, my birthday.
Yeah.
Hey. And then Madison Cabello from The Voice is going to sing on the 24th.
Yeah.
And then a really awesome premier regional band, Fever, is going to close it out.
Fever's a great band. That's a cool lineup. I've seen Chalk Dust recently, too. They're incredible.
They're great. 1220 band I saw playing at a local restaurant in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And I was just out for dinner with the family and one of their nights.
And you're like, I need you.
They were great.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. That's another great night where all ranges of kids, families, some older folks without families are up there just enjoying themselves. I've seen to-go meals up there and they're just enjoying the night.
That's really nice.
So fun to see.
It's fun to see. It's fun to see the whole community come together in the town green right in our center. And both of these events, it's bring your own lawn chair, bring your own blanket, right?
Bring your own lawn chair, bring your own blanket, bring your own food.
Cool. It's very cool.
Summer's so busy. No matter what.
Right.
With all the different activities through Parks and Recreation, the Senior Center, and everything else that's going on through the Community Services Department.
Yeah.
These are just some special events that help make Suffield a special place.
And bring the community together.
Yeah.
It's great. It's very cool. And who are your sponsors for the music? Because I think you have a pretty big sponsor.
People's Bank is.
They're a big supporter.
They give back so much to this community. They invest back, and they'll help us out with whatever we need. I go to them and say, look, we'd like to really do this event, but we're a little short on this to make it happen.
Yeah.
And they've been so supportive.
That's awesome.
Of the town.
Yeah, they're a great group. That's really great. And then from there, you have a couple other things going on I know Donna's going to touch on.
Donna has so much other things. I think there's over 50 things happening just through the Parks and Recreation Department throughout the summer. Never mind all the camps that we have going on. The Suffield 5K and 10K road race starts on September 7th.
So same day as Suffield on the Green?
Same day as Suffield on the Green. In the morning, it's actually the unofficial kickoff for Suffield on the Green. So by the time the road race finishes, people just walk up the hill on Mountain Road and then go check out Suffield on the Green.
So cool. It's such a great weekend.
Isn't it fun? It is the homecoming weekend, I think.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
And it's over 40 years we've been doing the race. We have different people running, from if they're just a casual runner to, I think a couple of years ago, the person that won the Hartford Marathon ran the 10K. So
you have a kids race too. And
kids fun run.
Yeah.
We have activities. Again, sponsors for that include yourself, People's Bank, local support from Suffield Village Market, some other smaller sponsors to help make ends meet.
And there's a lot of community involvement.
Yeah, kids from the high school, National Honor Society people that just want to give back to the community. We have go out to water stations or hand out the T-shirts. We have people from the bank that come up and do registration, and just general volunteers year after year. The same folks come back, and that's what I think makes it so special.
So with all this is going on, I know you guys communicate out through your social sites, but you also have a newsletter, right?
We do a newsletter through the senior center for a lot of activities that are going on, but it is impossible to fit all we do into a newsletter. And so the best way to do it is to follow us on social media at Suffield Rec. It's on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads as well, like all of those. But if you go to SuffieldRec.com, it'll list all of our programs and special events.
So SuffieldRec.com.
Like all the
It's
programs.
where everything is.
Everything's on there. You have to follow us on both now. Facebook and Instagram have different content.
Okay.
So you have to watch out for both of those. So when push comes to shove, go to SuffieldRec.com. Everything will be
Your
on
source of everything.
But we have pictures on all the events back and forth on Suffield Rec on the social media. That's the best way to do it.
It's awesome.
Please tag your pictures at Suffield Rec so we know it's out there.
And hashtag Summer in Suffield.
And then hashtag Summer in Suffield. Always.
I love it. I love it. Awesome. So tell me about Suffield Night.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a really special community event. We started in 2019 as a way to recognize the amazing volunteers we have in town. I was looking for a way to recognize someone besides just handing me a certificate.
Right.
So we've partnered with the Hartford Yard Goats,
That's
and we
awesome.
do Suffield Night at the Yard Goats. We have different award categories that recognize people from all different areas of Parks and Recreation. And we do an on-field presentation prior to the game. They get a nice award, and then we take some pictures, and they go in the stands and enjoy the game with their families.
And Yard Goats is such a great family night. We love going.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a baseball fan, it's the whole minor league baseball activities that are happening. Tricycle races and all the fun stuff that they do. It's a blast, but it's so fun to hear over the loudspeaker, so-and-so from Suffield, and the water person is from Suffield, and the lineup card person's from Suffield, and we throw the first pitch out, somebody from Suffield. And so it's a truly a nice night. We pre-sold 200 tickets. We're sold out from our tickets. People can still go. They just don't buy them through the Parks and Recreation.
So you can still get tickets to the event.
The Yard Goats, and you're probably not going to be in our section, but we have a nice section of 200 tickets from Suffield.
Cool. And you can still go and be part of the excitement, and that's July 12th?
It's Friday, July 12th.
Friday, July 12th.
It's a 7 o'clock game.
Cool.
And knock on wood, we've had great weather every year we've done it.
Yeah.
And the award presentation is about 6:30 or so on field.
Yeah.
And they announce people over the loudspeaker. I'd like to just highlight a couple of them and what
please.
they do.
Yeah.
One of the first awards we have is a Longtime Service Award. It's called the Louis Casangino Service Award. Yeah. And it was named after Lou Casangino, the first recipient of the award. He was on the Parks and Recreation Commission for over 40 years. Of volunteering his time. So this award actually goes to someone that's done 10 years or more of volunteering and work with the Parks and Recreation Department. And that goes to James Barrett, who helps out with our youth soccer program and so many other programs in town. Great person.
So
it's a nice
involved.
way to do that.
Yeah.
And then we have a Public Service Award, which doesn't have a cap on it for a time frame, and that's someone that's made a big difference in the Parks and Recreation Department. And that's Barbara Coffin. And Barbara is a longtime Suffield resident.
Yeah.
She does a lot of things with the senior center, and she actually was mad I gave her an award. She always likes to stay behind the scene, which is so much like every one of these recipients.
Yeah.
They don't want the recognition. I said, too bad.
They're doing it from the heart.
So that's the way to do it. Barbara is over 90 years old. She's a sweetheart. The Youth Leadership Award, we wanted to recognize some of the great youth that we have in Suffield. And this is someone that either volunteers or works with our department and is basically a role model for all the youth. And that goes to Riley Burrill this year. Model student, works for us, works camps, and volunteers as well. So fantastic. And then one of the other awards is the Youth Sports Impact Award. And that's basically the coach that's everyone's asking me to be on their team. Now, they get it.
Yeah.
And they're so fun and knowledgeable, and the kids have a blast. And Matt Andre is primarily a soccer person, but also coaches anything we need. And they say, hey, Matt, I need a coach for this. So I'm already coaching this team, but I'll do it for you.
That's
and so
great.
It's the kind of person, like I said. And then in 2020, we established a military family award for someone that is either active or retired military, that lives in Suffield and gives back to the community.
Okay.
And Angeline Driggers and her family, it goes to the whole family because they all sacrifice to be there. She's a coach in one of our youth programs.
Awesome.
Pride people have in their families that are there. It's so awesome.
And what a nice way to honor them and to have another community night together.
Yeah,
It's great.
great. It is so fun. I love that event.
Awesome.
So summertime, it's actually not just the busiest time for events happening.
Yeah.
We're working on fall. So we're juggling 8 camps next week at the same time.
Yeah.
Plus events. But we're also buying soccer uniforms and road race and Special Olympics and all this other stuff happening.
And then even looking forward to Christmas, to the holiday.
But I mean, that's
Right.
That's the trickiest part about now is that you're full on board with what's happening.
Right.
But then you got to squeeze every ounce out to try to plan ahead because realistically, we're 4 months ahead.
Yeah.
If we're not.
You're executing right now while you're planning for the second half of the year.
Yeah, we've been planning summer since December, really.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is great because we have good staff.
All right. So thank you, Peter. I know Donna's here. I know this is just the tip of the iceberg of what you guys are doing. And Donna came to talk about some more programs.
Yeah, we'd have to expand the podcast for like a couple hours. We want to talk about everything. But
Clear the afternoon.
But Donna is fantastic. She has a grasp on all the programs that are happening and we're talking those things.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
All right. Come on in, Donna. All right. So thank you for coming on, Donna. Donna Carney-Bastrzycki is the Director of Special Programs for the Town of Suffield. So thank you for coming on. You're going to talk about some other different things, right? So it's still all under this Summer in Suffield hashtag.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us here
Yeah,
today.
it's
It's so
awesome.
exciting to talk about Summer in Suffield. We've been putting on a lot of camps and programs and have a great staff and celebrating National Parks and Recreation Month. The hashtag is where you belong, but it's definitely here in Suffield.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's July?
Yeah, the whole month of July, the National Parks and Rec has designated July as National Parks and Rec Month.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
it's really important. Our department celebrates that each year, and this year really highlighting our staff and all the services that we're offering, and also the amazing sponsors that we have, of course, People's Bank, and then obviously Stephanie Salerno for real estate in town also helps at a lot of our events as well. So we really appreciate that.
Thank you. It's our pleasure. We love it.
Really highlighting our staff as well, because we have over 50 talented employees, young adults that are going to go on to hopefully to become teachers, community leaders, as well as good role models for town. And it's really amazing to see their growth throughout the year and what they pass on to our campers. And the campers have been having a fantastic time so far at camp.
That's cool. What a force in town to have such community support and such a big group behind you. That's awesome. So what are some of the things you guys are doing then? So I know you have the camps, right? Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. So we have camps starting at age 3 all the way up through 8th grade. And then after they're in 8th grade, hopefully they become junior counselors and then staff members with us. But the youngest camp is the Kids Corner Morning Munchkins Camp. They are little guys, and we have them at Spalding School. And we do thematic units with them. And they're having a super fun time tomorrow. It's a huge event. The fire department's going to be at camp, and the parents are going to have a full-on water day. And then the kids are going to put on a talent show for their parents, and then we're going to have ice cream sundaes and things like that. Today at Sunrise Park, which is our older kids, they are grades 2 through entering 6th.
Yep.
They had Halloween in July, so we were up there checking that out today while some of the kids dressed up, and they actually went trick-or-treating. Dan Leonard does a fantastic job. He was just moved up with us to the recreation supervisor for town, and he started with us as an intern and has really flourished and has really helped grow our camps as well. And we all work very well together as a team to make camps really shine. And then he was actually today at Satan's Kingdom for a tubing run. So the kids in our adventure camp are not only learning great lifelong skills of leadership while they're at camp, but they're also getting to do some really fun things. And Kelly Giannuzzi, who's our amazing youth service director now, is also there. And actually, as we speak, they're probably tubing the rapids, which I wish I was also
I know.
at right now.
You're like, why am I not
Very
here?
fun, but
Yeah.
so everything is going quite well, and we have so many fun themes for the kids to enjoy throughout the entire summer. We have about 50 programs throughout the summer, from our main camps to arts and crafts camps. Last week we put on a nutrition nutrition camp. Next week, we're going to have a painted up and a crafty camp. There's going to be field hockey camp, which Pete brought in, and just is amazing, the growth of it and the numbers that we have for that camp, and the quality of the program is, the best. So it's just exciting to see all the camps, and then a Broadway camp.
I'm like, what's the age limit?
Yeah, I know.
Can I join? No, but it really has something for everybody, whatever you might be interested in.
Yeah, you name the sport, we have it. And also just some specialty camps. And it's just so amazing to see all the kids just having an awesome time, and adults too.
It's such great programming. I know our girls went through, the camps. Even when we first relocated to Suffield, it was a great way for them to do some summer programming before they started the school year to, make some friends and some connections heading into the new school. So it's just, there's so many great programs out there for the kids.
Then we have a thriving special needs group that really has my heart. That's what I started with. Yeah. And so we do programs with them throughout the summer as well. We have a July Make Your Own Pizza Night where we collabed with the Senior Center. So Mary Lou Brewster is going to help with that. And she's going to make pizzas with my bowling group as we celebrate July birthdays. Mm-hmm. So we do a birthday month celebration for anybody in the special needs group that has a birthday then. And then we also have a rodeo night coming up in August, which is a big collaboration with Youth Service, also the Senior Center and Parks and Rec, and really looking forward to that. That's on Wednesday, August 13th.
And what is that what is rodeo night?
Yeah, it's going to be a huge Western themed hit.
Yeah.
Come be ready to, have a great time, eat delicious food, dress up in Western gear, and we're going to have all kinds of fun games for families to enjoy.
That's very cool.
Shortly thereafter, as Pete had mentioned, it's going to be our 42nd annual Parks and Rec 10K, 5K, 2.5K walk, and also kids fun runs. So 4 events all in one, and it's probably one of my favorite events of the year. Really, like you had mentioned, it's homecoming for many people, but there's something so special about our race, and it's just neat to see everybody come and then go up to the green afterwards and just get in good exercise, all while enjoying their time here.
During their time in our cool town, our awesome town. Yeah, it really is. You can feel the heart of the community when everyone gets together, especially on our town green. For information on the programming, where can we go? Parents can look into information for their children.
Sure. So go to SuffieldRec.com. We also, as I was mentioning, have a lot of inclusive programs. We have our Special Olympics Bowling Buddies program that's going to be starting up in September. But we do Zoom. I do Zoom nights with them on Wednesdays through July and August. So also, if you're looking for an inclusive part of recreation, we have that for you as well. And at SuffieldRec.com, use that hashtag SummerInSuffield.
SummerInSuffield.
And then for National Park and Rec Month, don't forget, Suffield is definitely where everybody belongs. And we have a great group.
Great group. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time today. I really appreciate all you both do for our great community. And it's hard to keep up. There's so much great programming and so many awesome things happening for our town. So we appreciate you and all that you guys do.
Great. Thanks for having us here. And we really appreciate your support too to make these community programs happen.
Absolutely. Yeah, check out SuffieldRec.com for all the information and use your hashtag SummerInSuffield. So thank you. Bye.